If I had the chance to wish upon my enemy the worst mortgage scheme, it will not be the shared equity scheme, also known as the Victorian Home Buyer Fund, because this scheme is so damn nasty. That is why the Victorian government will be ending this scheme next year. It will be the final year in the financial year of 2025 that you can apply for this scheme because it's such a nasty, nasty girl. Just a bit of premise about this scheme. Basically, you put in 5% deposit. The state government owns 25% of the property, and the mortgage lender, which is basically Bendigo Bank and a few selective banks, gives you 70% of the home loan, which makes it so affordable. But there's a catch. Number one, you'll be imprisoned in this scheme. You need to live in this property for at least 2 years unless exceptional circumstances occur, which is too bad, how sad. And during that 2 years, you cannot lease the property out. And if you do want to lease it out, you need to request an exit program through the government by writing a letter and go, "Dear government, can I exit this scheme?" And they say, "Yeah, pay me out, bitch," at a higher margin price of the new value of the property. Not what you bought it for, but at the newer price at 25%. And on top of that, bitch, during that time your ass is with us, you cannot buy an investment property without our permission. But then there is a secret path through a discretionary trust or a member of a superannuation fund. Which at the moment I'm helping a few clients under the VHF program, the Victorian Home Shared Equity Scheme, to buy an investment property during the period of the scheme, which you're not supposed to, but under the fine print, as long as you buy under a trust and potentially not disclose it to the VHF, you can get a loan. So this is a bit of hush-hush, but that's how stupid the scheme is. You go into a scheme and then you can't buy an investment property. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Just get yourself under the first home guarantee scheme. You get 95%, you put in 5% deposit, the government pays your mortgage insurance, and the property belongs to you. I really feel sorry for those who got the VHF scheme and bought a property under the shared equity scheme, because the scheme is so shit, it's wrapping up next year. And then what happens to your existing property? Like, it's in limbo. Like, the government's wrapping up, moving on to a bloody new scheme to get more votes, I guess. And then, you gotta not buy any investment properties during that scheme, which is ending soon, which means, like, well, what do you do from there? Like, how do you accumulate more properties? You gotta buy it under a trust, get more costs related to that trust to buy a property, and you gotta be so sneaky about it, man. Such a dumb scheme. Won't wish this on my worst enemy. Jump in the comments, let me know whether you're on this scheme and whether you're sucked in this.